Buenas tardes, mi gente. Estamos en Union City en un evento muy importante, el evento de reelección del alcalde Union City. Inicia hoy la campaña.
Bueno, yo soy el comisionado Valdivia, soy parte del equipo de la ciudad de nuestro alcalde Brian P. Stack. Estoy aquí apoyando su candidatura como senador estatal, a él, a sus running mates, a Rush y a Chaparro, y espero que ellos ganen de nuevo y sigan sirviendo a la comunidad de Union City, del distrito 33, especialmente a la comunidad hispana.
¿En qué cambia esta nueva campaña, este nuevo, tal vez los puntos de vista o el panorama, ¿no?, de esta elección?
Bueno, el cambio grande en esta campaña es que todavía tenemos la pandemia y entonces no se puede ir puerta por puerta a hacer política, hablar directamente con los votantes, pero tenemos la media social, la televisión, el radio, y esa es la diferencia grande.
¿Qué nos puede decir del alcalde Brian Stack y su labor en la ciudad? ¿Y quién más que tú, que eres una persona
Brian
tan importante?
Stack, yo te puedo decir que yo llevo aquí una eternidad. Y yo conozco alcaldes y representantes, conozco de todo. Yo nunca he conocido una persona como Stack, con el corazón, con los principios que tiene de ayudar a nosotros los hispanos. Es increíble eso. Yo nunca he visto ninguno en todos los años que llevo aquí. Yo llevo aquí del 55. Nunca he visto un alcalde. Y yo trabajé para un alcalde en Elizabeth.
Gracias. Señor Plácido Hernández. ¿Cómo estás, Plácido?
Muy bien, ¿cómo está?
Háblanos un poquito de este evento. Tú que eres una persona tan cercana.
Un evento trascendental porque el senador se va corriendo para su reelección y es muy importante para la comunidad, como todo el mundo sabe. Uno de los mejores senadores, el mejor senador que tiene el distrito 33, que siempre ha habido. Nadie lo puede reemplazar. Lo mejor que ha habido en este distrito como senador.
Bienvenidos sean todos aquí a este anuncio de la reelección del senador Brian Stack. Un aplauso. Mi nombre es Madeline Rodríguez, soy autora, también he hablado en numerosas ocasiones en las Naciones Unidas en diversos tópicos. For me, it's a true honor, a pleasure to present on the stage my dear friend Angie Kennedy, who is a pianist, conductor, and producer. He represents the Latino artist as a great classical and popular musician. He is also a Latin Grammy Pro member and winner of the ACE Award here in the United States. Also a 2-time Soberano nominee. Univision TV aired a special about him titled Orgullo Nuestro. And he also won a HUD for Pianist of the Year in 2009.
Welcome. My name is Lucio Fernandez. I'm Commissioner of Public Affairs for the City of Union City. On behalf of New Jersey State Senator Brian P. Stack and Assemblypersons Raj Mukherji and Annette Chaparro, welcome to the announcement of the re-election campaign. Let's give it up for this great team. The New Jersey 33rd Legislative District will not be in better hands. Yes or no? Let's give it my big hand once again. Thank you very much to all the press that's here covering the event. We truly appreciate it, and everybody watching from home, thank you very much for attending this viewing. To begin the event, please welcome, singing our national anthem, Union City High School graduate and NJCU student, Ms. Bersabe Martinez.
Buenas tardes. Hello, hi. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched was so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the brave?
Almighty ever-living God, thank you for all your blessing and protection through this challenging time of pandemic. All blessing come from you, Lord. This nation needs great leaders with discerning hearts and wise minds. As we are gathered here as one community, we ask you to give us wise leaders that will lead this nation in the right direction with a vision, purpose, and dedication and commitment. Father, your word has shown us that good leadership demands good character and commitment. We thank you for our best beloved friend, Brian Stack's heart, his integrity, and his service to you. We pray that you bless the efforts of our friend Brian B. Stack for Senator 2021 to run again for the office of the Senator. We set him apart from us on this day. Consecrate him, anoint him for the task of this great leadership. May you lead him in the path of righteousness and wisdom. May this love and service to people help unite and heal division in our society, in our community. Dios Padre Celestial, tu palabra nos ha mostrado que un buen liderazgo exige buen carácter. Te agradecemos por el corazón de nuestro amigo Brian Stack, su integridad y su servicio. Te rogamos que bendigas los esfuerzos de nuestro amigo Brian B. Stack para Senador 2021 de postularse nuevamente para el cargo de senador.
And whenever. He's always been on the side of the people, and we need him fighting for Hudson County families. So, Senator, good luck, and I look forward to seeing you on the campaign.
This is United States Senator Cory Booker, and I am so pleased to endorse New Jersey State Senator Brian Stack. Look, this is no exaggeration. I have met elected leaders all over our state, all over our nation, and I have never ever met one who does a better job at constituent service than Senator Brian Stack.
Now, it's a pleasure for me to introduce to you a person who needs no introduction, a great friend, and that is the mayor of Weehawken, the Honorable Richard Turner.
It's a pleasure to be here today. I'm the tiny, humble mayor from Weehawken, who has happened to know Senator and Mayor Stack for probably 35 years. Not as much as Menendez and not as much as Sears. But it's been a very busy 35 years. First of all, I want to take this opportunity. Let's give another round of applause for all the dignitaries that have endorsed Brian. You don't know this, but we can't see too much in the audience with the lights on, but we have in the audience our two assembly people. I'd like to have them stand up for his 5th term, Assemblyman Mukherji, and for her 4th term, Assemblywoman Annette Chaparro. So you've heard all the great things from leaders in Trenton, leaders from the county, leaders in Washington. I'm going to talk a little bit on a personal level what it's like to be working with Senator Stack and Mayor Stack as a fellow mayor. The cooperative level that we have and that what Brian has with all the neighboring mayors is astounding. And doesn't always happen. You know, it's tough times to be elected with the pandemic, with the financial problems, with all the personal problems that individuals have. And if we don't work together, we don't accomplish things. Whether it was the help of Brian and the Assembly people in saving the reservoir on Palisade Avenue, 15 acres saved. There was going to be a very large commercial establishment. We saved it for the residents. Whether it's doing Palisade Avenue, whether we're going to work on Park Avenue, it's a very, very long and big project. Whether, as you've heard, providing rental assistance, providing food, we work together. The biggest thing is what we've done during the pandemic. We have a joint testing facility in Union City. We had a joint testing facility in Weehawken. We have a vaccination facility in Union City, 2 of them, I believe, and we have one in Weehawken. And we share. We share the test kits. We share the vaccines. If I have people that need help, Brian's people take them. If they have people that need help, we take them. That's not done all across the country. Without this level of cooperation, the world would be different. And without the leadership of Brian, our senator, our mayor, we wouldn't have the resources we need to get things done. You know, I hear people say all the time, why does he send out birthday cards? Why does he deliver so many turkeys? And there's an answer. I never get one, by the way. I'm still waiting for my turkey. But there's an answer, because I ask people, and this is very important, and this is the side of Brian that people don't talk about. It's his compassion side. He doesn't like to be told he's compassionate. I can tell you, as a fellow mayor, He's extremely compassionate. The people get the turkeys or the birthday cards or all the help they get. And people say to me, because we come from countries, many of us come from countries, many of you come from countries where the elected officials are not close, are not helpful. And people tell me it's nice to be recognized that we exist. And I want a special round of applause for that.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for everyone for joining us today. Whether you're here or wherever you may be on social media, thank you for being with us. I would just like to take a moment of silence for all those New Jerseyans and throughout the country that we lost to COVID-19, this terrible pandemic that we've experienced, for them and for their families. Just a moment of silence. Thank you very much, everyone. I thank everyone again for being here today and for being with us on social media and all the great things that were said today. I appreciate this. Thank God I have a tape so I can use it for the future. And so when Mercedes is not happy with me, I can also have her listen to that also. The last year, obviously, has been very difficult for all of us. We could have not seen this coming, this entire pandemic, and we had no roadmap to navigate it. But as always we do in our communities, we pull together and we try to help each other. I think what Mayor Turner just pointed out has been a good example of really coming together. Regardless of people's political differences, doesn't matter where we come from, doesn't matter our ethnic background, our religious background, we always come together as one community. Because at the end of the day, we all bleed the same color. I want to take a moment now to thank all of our public employees, police, fire, EMS, teachers, public workers, DPWs, Parks Department employees, City Hall workers throughout the 33rd District who always come together and put in the time that was necessary to help people in the most time of need during this pandemic. Thank you to each and every single one of you. You deserve a tremendous round of applause. I'd like to give a special recognition to my two Assembly members, Raj and Annette, who are here with us today, and thank them for all the great work they do every single day as our Assembly representatives in the 33rd District. They may not always get the recognition that they deserve. They're out there every day. They work extremely hard in their own communities where they live. They work throughout the entire 33rd District. And again, it's about teamwork, and they've done a great job. Coming together, we've opened up one of the first COVID-19 testing sites in Hudson County. We've worked hard together as a team to secure $100 million in rental assistance. Hopefully now we'll have another $353 million. We're working very hard to come up with a program for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 family homeowners that are homeowner occupied, that are behind in their mortgages during this pandemic. They need our help, and we'll be there for them also. We introduced legislation to assist landlords throughout the entire state of New Jersey with tenants that are not paying the rents, and make sure we get the rent to the landlord so the tenant has flexibility and a little bit of breathing room that they can remain in their homes. The worst thing that can happen in this state is to have more tenants evicted, more people losing their homes in foreclosure. We need to come together as a state and help every single one of them, whether they're a homeowner, whether they're a tenant, no matter who they are. We need to help them. And most importantly, to help the homeless. Whatever the issues that a homeless person may be experiencing, we need to be there for them now more than ever. We also have worked hard on mandating additional staffing in nursing homes. I'll tell you a little bit about this. And this is something I've seen firsthand. Mercy on my mom's soul, who passed away back in 2015. My mom was in several different nursing homes in New Jersey. And I've seen the level of care, how hard the CNAs work every single day to help those that are in a nursing home and doing the toughest jobs that really nobody wants to do. Changing a bedpan, bathing someone,
always out there on a daily basis, helping people day in and day out. And when I saw the level of staffing that was done, especially in the evening hours, where one CNA or one nurse would be responsible for 17, 18, 19 patients, we came together as a legislative team and we said we need to do more to help the CNAs and to help the residents in nursing homes who are the most vulnerable. We were able to pass legislation to reduce that number of patients down and provide more CNAs and more nursing staff in nursing homes to help people that need it the most. With President Biden now in the White House and Governor Murphy in our State House, we're making great strides in fighting the virus, but we still need to do more. We still need to make sure we're vaccinating everyone. Everyone's still wearing a mask. We're practicing social distance, and we're reaching the end of this pandemic, but we all need to work together. You have our word that we'll work together as a legislative team to make sure we improve public health. If we saw anything in this country, we need to be better prepared. Every single one of us can agree on that. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat, you're a Republican, you're an independent. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter if you vote, you don't vote, you're documented, undocumented. And that's another group of people, the undocumented, that we'll try to do more for. We all need to come together and improve public health in this country and in this state, and even down to the municipal level. We all can do more, and I promise you we will. Even in the face of pandemic, we have not stopped working on pressing issues in the district. We supported legislation to provide more open space. We all can use more open space. Not only in Union City, Hoboken, Jersey City, Weehawken, but throughout the entire county and out throughout the entire state. We're also working on legislation to preserve the views along the Palisades so buildings don't block the views that we experience on the Palisades right now. That's something we're very passionate about, and we'll continue to work together. Not being adverse to anyone, just working together so everyone benefits. We backed legislation also to stop the publication on the internet of personal information of judges, prosecutors who could be in harm's way. We are committed to public service, and our staffs work every day to provide the best constituent services. Anyone can go down to Trenton, whether it be in the Assembly where Raj and Annette are, or in the Senate, and stand up and make a speech. It's about bringing back from Trenton to the district that matters most. Serving the constituents matters most. And that's something we try to practice every day. Not in speech making, and actually practicing it and helping as many people as we can. We believe we've accomplished a lot in the last term, but we could even do more. There's a lot more work to be done, and you have the commitment of Raj, Annette, and myself to do even more. I would also just like to talk about being an elected official has been my life's work. This is not a job, it's my passion. I truly believe working on your behalf every day, but most importantly, remaining humble. I've never let the position of mayor or state senator or any title I've held, county freeholder, assembly person, go to my head. The people are my boss, and I never forget that. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I wake up every day. I may have a bad day the day before, but I wake up with a fresh attitude in the morning. Even when I'm dealing with Mayor Turner, which is not always easy. I'm just kidding, Mayor. Basically, I'm the same Brian that you, before I was mayor and state senator, as I am today. And I always say that to people. People say to me, some of my staff members, you know, people come in, they don't call you mayor, they don't call you senator. That doesn't matter to me. I appreciate and love the fact that people feel comfortable enough to call me Brian. And that will always be the way. Why Raj, Annette, and myself get along so well, and why the commissioners in Union City and I get along so well, is it's always been about the residents. Even when that means we have to take on the big guys, even when that means we have to take on a special interest, so be it. There's even a part of me that enjoys that, and I mean that sincerely. We love to fight for the people. By no means are we perfect, but I can tell you, we do give it our best every day. I have never been about the red tape and the bureaucracy. I love to solve people's problems. I may not be able to solve every problem, but you'll walk away knowing that we gave it our best shot. Rather than long speeches, I love to roll up my sleeve and work. Many of you who know me on a personal level know I'm in City Hall in the evening, I'm there on the weekends. Mercedes doesn't like that all the time, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done, and we're there on a constant basis. I'm not one person to go out there and talk and talk and talk and not deliver. I try my best to deliver. If I can't deliver, I try to be honest about not being able to do it and why we can't do it. It's not a fancy slogan, it's what we try to practice every single day. And that's something you have from us. My office, Raj's office, Annette's office, and in Union City on the local level, my mayor's office and the commissioner's offices are your office. Call us 7 days a week, and we'll always try our best to help you. If you've never reached out for me before, I encourage you to do so. Give me a chance to show you that I'll try my best to resolve a problem. Whether it's a personal problem, whether it's a problem you're having with a state agency, whether it's a problem that you're having, a neighborhood problem, we will always try our best to help you. And if I can't, we'll always be honest with you to tell you why we can't. I appreciate the valuable time that everyone has taken today, this afternoon, to listen to my thoughts. I hope I presented myself well in its various forms of social media. It's not something I've done a lot. It's something that we'll continue to do, and hopefully this is the start of another way of connecting and reaching out to more residents in the 33rd District. And that's something I promise to try to even do more. Yes, we do a lot of flyers, we do a lot of mail, but this is another form and another way that we can reach out through social media, and that's something I promise you we will do. I would like to thank my fiancée from Mercedes for her love, her patience, and support. I'd like to give a special thank you to my Union City Commissioners, Wendy, all the commissioners that are here today, Margie, Lucio, and Celine. Thank you very much for the great leadership that you provide on a daily basis in Union City. I'd like to thank our Superintendent Sylvia Abato, the Assistant Superintendents, the entire Board of Education for the great job they do every single day and making me so proud. When I'm in Trenton, when I'm in Union City, wherever I may be, how proud I am of this school system. I'd like to thank our County Commissioner, the former named freeholder, Fanny Cedeno, who's here with us today. Again, my running mates, Raj and Annette, all elected officials who participated here today, their kind words, Governor Murphy, Senator Menendez, who I've known for 40 years, Cory Booker, Alvio Sears, Tom DeGeese, the County Executive, Steve Sweeney, my friend, the State Senate President, and all. I'd like to thank everyone. And special thank you to my favorite people in the world, the people who dedicate time and time again to helping me give out the turkeys, the Christmas toys, help me get the flyers out there, help me get the message out there, and that's the greatest volunteers that anyone can have, the hundreds of people that dedicate their time to getting that message out there. Believe me, from the bottom of my heart, that truly warms my heart. I'd like to give a special thank you to somebody who has an extremely tough job, and everybody should realize this. When you watch TV at night, or when you pick up a newspaper, or when you read something online, Governor Murphy has the toughest job in the state of New Jersey. He's done a tremendous job. He was basically thrown into a pandemic like all of us, but had to lead a state, okay, of 9 million people. He's done a tremendous job. He's the person that we pick up the phone and call for the 33rd District, and he's always there. He never answers the phone and says, no, I can't help. He says, I'll try my best. And I thank Governor Murphy for his leadership. He's done a great job. He deserves another term as governor, and I hope that we all work hard to support Governor Phil Murphy. Once again, I would just like to thank each and every one of you for being here. At this time, I'd like to introduce my Assembly members, and we'll start with Annette Chaparro. Annette, please come on up and say a few words. Thank you very much again, everyone.
Hello, everyone. So I will not repeat the same things that were said here of all the hard work that we do, but I do want to say one thing. It has been a tremendous honor for me to represent the 33rd District. I cannot tell you enough what it means to me to be part of this team. This is such an amazing team, and I'm not just saying it because it is the right thing to say where he's on the stage. This is what I have to say. When I came on board, I have to tell you, I wasn't much into politics. I hated it. I was like, I don't want to do this, or I don't want to do this. I definitely love people. I wanted to help people, but I wasn't sure if this was the road I wanted to take. When I decided to do it and I met with the senator, I have to tell you, the first year I was just floored of the passion he had, the commitment he had. There was a couple of times that I was in headquarters going, holy crap, what did I get myself into? But I did realize that this man really loved people. He really is a team player. And the volunteers that he just thanked, I can't say enough, they are family to me because they work so hard, day in, day out, nonstop, and it's overwhelming for me. It makes me emotional. When this pandemic happened, I had a lot on my shoulders, and I really was getting very emotional. What if I was going to do a good job? Was I going to do this justice? Well, I had to work hard. But I tell you, he's a tremendous leader. I learn every day from him. I am humbled that he continues to believe in me. He has my back 100%. I realize that my hometown of Hoboken, I love my hometown of Hoboken. People are compassionate. There's a group of Hoboken moms that just get together, help each other out. The food pantry, everywhere, the seniors there, the community, they all come out for each other. And I love being part of this team. This is my family. My running mate, Raj Mukherji, has my back. And the senator, day in and day out, the commissioners, everyone. I can't tell you enough how humbling this is, and I will do everything I can to make sure that you are proud of me. Thank you so very much.
Just before I introduce our Assemblyman, I would just like to also just give a special thank you to all of those on the committee that set up this event today and worked hard. I know they had many meetings. Commissioner Fernandez, Justin Mercado, my good friend, Wally, my good friend, and all the other committee members. There's a lot of committee members there, Kennedy and G. I'm going to get into trouble because once you start naming people get upset if you don't say it. But all of those committee members that were there, I couldn't answer anything better. These are people I could call 12 o'clock at night and say, hey, we need to get together and plan something, and they would be on the spot meeting with me. And it's hard to find that in this world, and to have friends like that and people you can count on. The people that I serve are very lucky to have them as part of this team. Thank you very much. Thank you to all of you. At this time, I would just like to introduce our Assemblyman, Raj Mukherji, somebody I met years ago, somebody who lives in the Jersey City portion of the district, does a tremendous job, is very passionate also. My good friend, Raj Mukherji. Raj?
Thank you. I want to begin by thanking Mayor and Senator Stack. But the one person in the room more important because of her generosity in sharing him with us. Another round of applause for Mercedes. I want to thank Mercedes. Actually, how time flies. It was 7 years ago this week. It was March 13th, 2013. My father had just died. I was Deputy Mayor of Jersey City back then. I just returned to this state. And it was this week I got your call, mutual friend laid the groundwork, about the possibility of this opportunity of a lifetime to be your running mate and serve the people of the 33rd in the New Jersey legislature and the Assembly. And whatever I thought as an outsider looking in, the Brian Stack reputation of being the hardest working civic servant in the country, the turkeys, no kid in Union City goes without a toy during the holidays, who would stop at nothing to help a constituent in need and deliver for them. Whatever the hype was, what I've learned over the past 7 years is that the reality, being at the table, is 10 times more impressive. And he works 10 times as hard as everybody has already said that they know him to. He has my loyalty and admiration always, not because he gave me this opportunity, although I am so thankful for it, but because he has earned that loyalty by what he does every day for all of you.
Before we wrap up, so I come from a small family. I have one brother, Eddie, who many of you know, and my mom and dad both passed away, and they were my biggest supporters. In addition to Mercedes, they were really, whatever I wanted to do in life, they were there behind me, and I had parents that were just unbelievable, and I was very fortunate, but I came from a small family. So when I met Mercedes over 17 years ago, she comes from a larger family, and meeting Mercedes, who's the love of my life, was really a wonderful feeling. But she gave me a large family that really is my family, right? And there's four. She's going to get mad at me, but there's 4 special members of that family: Joanna, Aaliyah, Maya, and Hade, who are really my nieces, but they're really my daughters. And I said that from the bottom of my heart. Children I didn't have, and I'm very, very fortunate. So having Having said that, I'd just like to bring up Mercedes at this time. Mercedes? At this time, I would just like to once again thank everybody for being here. I'm going to turn it over to Commissioner Fernandez and to Justin Mercado, and just thank everyone for being here and thank everyone for their friendship and support. I don't know, Justin, you came up and that happened. I think Turner's pulling the plug out over there. At this time, I'd just like to introduce somebody who's been a tremendous friend to me, more like another brother, and somebody who's really been close to me, and that's Justin Mercado. Thank you very much.
I'd just like to close this great event, especially just to say thank you to all those wonderful people that send us a message through Zoom. They all did a great job, and really thanks for the support they give Senator Stack for the great job that he's been doing throughout the year, through all his entire life. But I'd also like to thank the press that are here today, the press that is out also on Zoom to be able to support Senator Stack and doing a great job that he's doing. And I know that you, the press, trust him, that he continue doing the work that he's been doing day in and day out. Senator Stack, I believe and I'm sure that the City of Union City, the 33rd District, is 100,000% with you, because they see what you have done through the pandemic. You've never hide. You're always there. There was no one day that you're not on the street, on a building, trying to make sure everybody will be there to get the service that you give in a day in and the day out. So I want to say thank to Annette, thank to Raj for the dedication that they do have, and I want to say again, closing this by saying thank you to all of you. Thanks for the great job that Senator Stack is continuing doing, just because of the support of the people of the 33rd Legislative District. And I'm going to say something in Spanish now. Raj, you did a great job. Usted hizo un trabajo excelente. Yeah? Quiero darle las gracias a todas las personas que estuvieron trabajando fuertemente en este trabajo que hicieron en el día de hoy, que han sido excelentes. Todos, no voy a mencionar los nombres para que, como dice Brian, no se vayan a enojar si en algún momento pierdo de uno, pero de verdad de corazón le digo a todos ustedes que han hecho un excelente trabajo. Alcalde, Brian, mi amigo, mi hermano, te doy las gracias y estoy cada día más orgulloso de tener y trabajar contigo, porque la dedicación que tú haces acerca de los residentes y las personas es incomparable. No existe una persona que he conocido que sea tan dedicado a los residentes de tu distrito y también del estado de New Jersey. Cualquier otra persona que se acerque a ti buscando una ayuda, tú siempre has estado ahí presente. Me siento contento, me siento orgulloso de estar aquí presente y poder dejar de saber a todos ustedes y pedirle a cada uno de ustedes, incluyendo la prensa, que apoyen a este senador que va a correr de nuevo para Thank you. Gracias, mi hermano, gracias por el trabajo que hace y cuenta conmigo que estaré trabajando día y noche para que esta campaña siga hacia adelante. Thank you, all of you. May God bless you. May God bless Mayor Stack, Senator Stack. May God bless the state of New Jersey. May God bless America.
Once again, thank you everybody, thank you to the press, thank you to the persons here, thank you for everybody watching at home. God bless you all.